our hospital was already very involved in the chamber. And I felt very fortunate to be able to come in here and sit on the board of the chamber, especially because I've always been very involved in our local chambers of commerce. So to know that we had a very strong, vibrant chamber with a great leader and a great local support of businesses that surround this area.
My business partner had been a member of chambers in the past, and it really worked for her, and she said that they would be something that would grow our business. At first I was skeptical, and then we tried it and it worked out phenomenally.
I found out about the chamber from my friend David Waller at an art opening. He had just recently joined, found the people there to be really warm, friendly, inviting. I loved the networking events that they had, and I thought to myself, well, I need a good place for referrals. I need networking events. So I decided to go ahead and join also.
To join the Houston West Chamber of Commerce means that you are in the elite group of people in business. To have a family that you can trust and to have a support team. The chamber supports my business, supports me, and gets the word out. So why wouldn't you not join the Houston West Chamber of Commerce?
What a chamber does for any business is it gives you exposure to potential customers, to potential clients. It gives you the opportunity to learn more about the community and the types of businesses that surround you.
It's allowed me to get so many more contacts than if I was to try to do this through marketing and advertising. It costs so much more to advertise in magazines, newspapers, radio, television, than it does to go join a chamber and network with actual people. It also kind of helps you build more confidence to be able to talk to some of your clients once you've got the system down. Once you've met a lot of clients, you see, hey, you know, I've done this before, and once you've done it so many times, it's like second nature. It's just like having a conversation.
I have gotten many, many referrals from the chamber folks, both people that work at the chamber, members of the chamber, friends of friends. In fact, just this morning, I was showing property to a friend of a chamber friend. I love the chamber.
Exposure. They have allowed me to give away product at all events, for every luncheon, for everything that I want to do. They've allowed me to do that. And so what that has done for me is given me exposure and the quality of work. Of course, it's easier with flowers perhaps, but it has done that for Sarah's Florist. And also, that in return has gotten people into my storefront. And then those people tell people, and those people tell people, because when you're trusted and you're with the chamber and they endorse you, what better way?
In order to make it work for us, you have to be involved and you have to give back. You have to participate in all the different events. You have to do the networking, and it's had a big impact on our business. So that's what I would encourage, to make your chamber membership beneficial and successful to you. You have to be involved.
I have joined so many different committees. I was on the ambassador committee. That allowed me to meet a lot of new new prospects for the chamber, as well as kind of recondition or rekindle some of the chamber members that were kind of not active in the chamber anymore. I joined the business resource committee to kind of learn a lot about how to put together some functions and meet with a lot of interesting people, a lot of other business owners, and that kind of context allows me to get to new revenues as well as new contacts, which really relates to new revenues.
It's really easy to be successful in the chamber. You have to get involved. It's like a gym membership. If you don't use it, you won't get any membership benefit at all. I get on committees. I always tell people get involved with committees. And also the most important thing is give referrals, because if you give referrals, you will get referrals.
I started Women Driving Business back 10 years ago, and I just felt like that women needed to connect. And because of that, it has really increased the exposure for Sarah's Florist and for me. And for a lot of people that connect that are women. So that's the one thing that I've done to be involved with the Houston West Chamber of Commerce that I'm very proud of.
In my Outlook and in my QuickBooks, I track every single client and every single contact that I've come in contact with, the source of where they came from. Even if they're a seed from the chamber, I may meet somebody I don't really do a lot of revenue with, but they're a contact that leads to another contact that does lead to revenue. Those are very important to keep track of because you need to know where your business is coming from.
Well, I know I'm getting business from the chamber because I use a personal tracking system. I also record all of my contacts. I record how I know them, where I met them, what date it was, etc. And my manager also keeps a system, a tracking system. Here at Daugherty Realtors, we really like referrals, so they really want us to keep track of that.
Typically when a client calls, we ask, how did you hear about us? Well, we were referred to you by the chamber. And then it goes on and on. So that person tells a person, and then that person tells a person. So it really all is housed from the Houston West Chamber of Commerce. That is the point where everybody goes to, and then it spreads out from there. So this person over here may not be the initial person that started with the chamber, but it all really started with the chamber. And I can track that 40% of my business has come from the Houston West Chamber of Commerce.
It's very, very important that everybody take advantage of the opportunity that we all have, that you can come together, join a chamber that all share the same common goals, which is to benefit commerce for local businesses. And we all believe that. And whenever we get the chance to use a local business chamber member for business in our own, we do that. So I think it's a huge benefit.
It is one of the most low-cost marketing tools in my business. I have, like I said, I've advertised on TV, radio, magazines, flyers, newspaper articles, all of those things. I have never got the same amount of exposure and quality clients than I did by joining the chamber.
There are so many benefits. The first one, of course, is sales. It goes right into my pocketbook. I get individual branding in addition to Daugherty Realtors. You know, my name is everywhere. I'm on several committees. I'm active in the women driving business. But most importantly for me, I've made so many dear friends in the chamber. I mean, the chamber is great for referrals who become friends and friends who become referrals. I mean, it's awesome.
You know, what we promote in our chamber is local support. Support local chamber members. It's good for growth, it's good for the community, it's good for our chamber.